Yeah, thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. With the mustache scarved up real nicely, huh? Today we talking about white supremacist professor disparaging Brandon Weber. So as you know, our brother Brandon Weber was murdered by U.S. Marshals in Frayser, Tennessee last week. It's been a rough time out there and also in some of the surrounding areas. And as you may expect, the people are upset about what happened. The brother was a good student. He was a part of a student leadership program in school. He was a pretty recent graduate. He was a father, you know what I mean? He's a college student. All accounts of the community say he was a nice guy. And I believe him. I believe him 100%. Why would they lie? And they've been having some minor flare-ups in the city, as should be expected. I know the sister Tammy Sawyer has been out there in the midst of the flare-ups. She's a county commissioner out there letting people know, look, Frayser ain't the damn problem. They got a problem with not punishing race soldiers out there type shit and etc., right? Just kind of touching on some of the running problems since the spotlight on the city, since the cameras is on the city now. Look, okay, I'm the commissioner. Let me spit and let y'all know what the fuck going on in the city, right? So shout out to her for doing that. Tammy Sawyer, right? I think she's trying to go for mayor too sometime soon. That should be very soon. I know out here we got some mayor elections just ended. You know what I mean? And as the tensions in the city and the surrounding areas, heightened, police got called out and they riot gear and shit, and they brought out their little tear gas and their riot shield, all this shit. Some police were injured, some police were hospitalized. No reports of any deaths or anything during this part of what was going on out there. And you had some of these white supremacist media outlets trying to blame social media. Oh, social media is the reason why these riots are happening. They're really trying to froth it up to be something that it's not. And just trying to, appendage whatever kind of blameworthiness that they decide in this case. You know what I mean? They're trying to pin whatever they want to, wherever they want to, and just trying to see if it sticks. They want to blame black social media. They want to blame all kind of, they own some just all black people are about this type of stuff that's going on. They're about causing mischief, right? It's like that kind of thing. I can already smell the white supremacist Neanderthal in their activity, right? I'm like Wolverine. I can smell a fucking animal, right? And, the fact is, man, people are upset. People are upset and in an upset state around the things that attended Mr. Weber's death. The U.S. Marshals, they were coming to serve a warrant, evidently, on this young man, and they flat out executed him. That's what happened. Who the fuck serves a warrant by shooting a man 20 times while he's handcuffed? What the fuck? I'm saying, like, so in the aftermath of this type of non-justice, a suspected white supremacist professor at a HBCU, if that shocks you in any way, at a HBCU named Tom Graves. The school is Lemoyne Owens College, if y'all know where that's at. So anybody that's out there in that area around Lemoyne's Owens, y'all know what I'm talking about. But this guy named Tom Graves, he was called out by the students and the school because he's making these racist white supremacist remarks about the young man and just going on and on and on disparaging this young man on his Facebook account. He claims he thought the post was private, but too late, bitch. People already got a screenshot of it. I guess he thought, I'm white. Surely this will not make people come for me. I'm white. No one will come for me. Yeah, bitch. You in a world that you don't know shit about if that's what you think. That ain't the world you in, whitey. Motherfuckers come for your ass and your pussy too, bitch. So this dude goes on this tirade, downing this young fellow, calling them all kind of thugs, calling the people in the city thugs. You know, thug is code for nigger. Y'all know this, right? We know this, right? And when a suspect, white supremacist, say it, you know, in a context with just the right saltiness behind it, you know it's meant to mean nigger. And the people of the area are not dumb. They've keyed in on it. And that's what it is. White supremacist salty usually gets displayed when some shit going on. And any kind of community unrest going on, shit, right after slavery happened, y'all remember right after slavery ended, black people was all kind of lazies. Even though we just got through building a whole country, we were all kind of lazies, vagrants, all kind of prone to criminalities. They start to paint criminality on black people at will, right? All because we weren't sitting on a plantation being robbed of our equity, right? We're being labeled by white supremacist society as bad, right? And basically this dude is having a field day saying, oh, look at him on his social media. He's holding a bunch of money. He's holding a bunch of money. So y'all recognize, first of all, how stale is that, first of all? But just recognize that old white males, they think that black men holding money is just it's the ultimate sign of criminal activity, right? You see how fucking brainwashed these motherfuckers are? How white supremacist contoured these motherfuckers are? Just think about that shit. A lot of them think like that. You're holding money? You know what I mean? No, what did he say? He said something that had me tripping on his account. He was like, let me pull up his account here. There goes Facebook shit, y'all. He's just acting an asshole, right? And I mean, what? I tell you, man, white males hate to see young black men holding money, man. Something about that just pisses them off. It's like, I guess in a white supremacist society, these motherfuckers is like, you're not supposed to have that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, in this oppressive regime that I made just to fuck up black people, you're not supposed to have that. That means my system isn't working all the way oppressive as it should be if you have that. You understand? That's the psychology going on when white males get mad at black men holding money in their hands. Okay? So, that's that bullshit. And it's really no big deal. You know, you take a look through social media, you see white kids hold money in their hand all the motherfucking time on their social media account, and there's no history of Tom Graves ferreting through white kids' accounts and then making posts about how they're thugs and how they're daddy pimps. I'm not making that up. The motherfucker said daddy pimps, if y'all can read it on the screen. Daddy pimps. Not pimp daddy, daddy pimps. So, you know, on the real, it's like, motherfucker, are you mad because you broke? You're a broke ass teacher and you spent all your salary on the strip club all fucking year. You broke already. At this point of the year, you broke. Motherfucker, you on some bullshit shit. You are not a good writer. He's a writing teacher. So it's like, all right, are you a fucked up writer? Your writing is not good. Don't get mad at the world because your writing not good, dog. What the fuck wrong with you, man? You mad, dog, because your writing is not good? I mean, like, what the fuck sense that make, right? So he's a racist, is my point. He even went in on the city of Frayser, like I said, where the residents are, you know, obviously distraught about this thing. And calling them out, calling them all kind of thugs. But this will be the same motherfucker if the Philadelphia Eagles threw their Super Bowl party in his backyard, where these white males, y'all remember, they were sitting up eating horse feces and climbing on the goddamn street lights and setting ablaze to the motherfucking city. Y'all remember that? He'd be like, oh, look at these kids. They're just kids having kid fun. Old-fashioned child's play is what they're doing. All right? It would be that. So this guy needs to be fired for being a racist at a predominantly black school. He's putting these students' futures and investment into that school at risk with every decision he makes, big or small, because it's coming from the mind of somebody that's hating black people, that sees black people as some sort of criminal element, some sort of negative stereotype, right? That's how he cut, right? He don't need to be at the fucking school. And the student government at the school, they made a statement. Let me get this little fuck shit off my screen. I want to see his fucking words no more. Student government, they made a quick little blip about what he said, and let me pull it up. This statement was right on point. It was like, while we agree that we do not have the facts of this case, we are in unanimous disagreement with your verbiage and disregard for the impact with which your words would have on the community you serve. Because they wrote it to him in a letter or some shit. As a professor at a historically black college, you are keenly aware of the challenges unique to the black and African American community, period. And they make a good point. They're absolutely correct. And in my eyes, he needs to be handled. They need to get him away from black minds. Get him away from young black minds. Is what I'm going to prescribe. Right? So that's that. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Oh, yeah, and RIP to the brother Brandon Weber. One more good time, man. Travel in peace, brother. You understand? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. That shit the fire. PDGAF7 is the code that y'all use. All caps PDGAF7 is the code you use to get $7 off anything in the store. Go ahead and peruse and find what you want and save some money. It's all good. I'll be doing my post on this HR 40 business that they got going on in Washington, D.C. Put on by this Judiciary Subcommittee behavior. We finna check that out and I'm gonna break down a few things to y'all. Want y'all to have on your mind. Cause this putting up these put-up Negroes as chew toys for new black media and the ADOS community. I'm kind of getting tired of seeing them do this shit. So I'm going to lay down what knowing this trajectory is going to look like and some thoughts about what I think should be going on in terms of this, how we should be framing our thought around this. Also, we're just going to break down what the fucking meeting is going to be about. I got the itinerary and all of that shit, so we're going to get deep. I might do like an afternoon cast or some shit. I want to do like a midday cast, so y'all just check me out. It'll be live, so check me out. All right? One. I'm going to get a job.